Ball one. Not bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Dodgers too tight with that one. 3-0.
Green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here. At the plate, Yasiel Puig looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. With a swinging bunt up the line. That winds up foul. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. It takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Striding forward now is the DH, Matt Kemp. He drew a walk his first time up. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
Hey, great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. This is foul right side. Bellinger is off at first with 2 away. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Dodgers now still back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ian Kinsler.
Chopped weakly to the left. Turner is there, and the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
Center fielder, number 27.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and standing in the ever-dangerous Mike Trout. First offering on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. And the pitch goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. It's a solo home run here for Mike Trout as the Angels take a 1-0 lead.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Here's Justin Upton now. He grounds it sharply to third. Turner has it. Throw in time at first for out number 2. 2 gone now for the Angels in the 4th. And standing in, trouble now in the person of Albert Pujols. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Check to swing there and pops this one up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Kershaw into the windup. Here it is on 0-2. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. Angels do get. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jock Peterson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Into the corner and slicing foul. So 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
The 2-1. 2-2 the count. Again, he sends it out of play. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Jock Peterson goes down for the first out in the 5th inning. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Now the 2-1 pitch is in off the plate. 1 out, nobody on. On a good pitch there as he had him fooled badly, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Step out of the box and wash that one off, because that was an ugly swing.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. There's ball 4. Stepping into the box, Logan Forsythe reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. A changeup right on the outside corner for a strike.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Logan Forsythe goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Standing in, Chris Taylor. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. From the belt, the pitch. Sliced hard on the ground. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Cole Calhoun will stand in now as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th.
Cole Calhoun.
Right side, defense aligned perfectly. Seager from shallow right, and that's out number 1.
The batter, number 2.
1 away, and here's the shortstop, Andrelton Simmons. Here's the first pitch to him. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs just like he did on the last guy. We might see him work deep into this game if he keeps this up.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Bouncer to the left side. Turner gonna have to hurry on to first, and very quickly 2 are gone in the home 5th. Stepping up now, Zach Kozar. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Kershaw into the windup. First pitch on its way. Check to swing there and pops this one up. Turner is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quick. Here's Corey Seager. He'll start things.
Leading off for the Dodgers, shortstop, Corey Seager.
Blake Wood takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 46.
First delivery to him on the way. Hot shot to third. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The batter.
Digging in once again, Justin Turner. He went down on strikes last time up. And that misses, ball 1. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. His head-to-head line against Blake Wood. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Bellinger is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate, he's going to have it.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will... Ready now for L.A., Luis Valbuena. He'll lead things off for the Angels in inning number 6.
Valbuena.
Now a big swing by Valbuena, and he connects. This is carrying well. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and the Angels are now out to a 2-0 lead.
Well, before that homer, he was on autopilot, retiring 5 hitters in a row. Just goes to show you one lapse, one bad location, and all of a sudden you're licking your wounds a bit.
Standing in now, Martin Maldonado. And Kershaw will get the upper hand here with strike 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Bouncer down the line. Oh, it's off the third base bag. And he'll reach first safely.
You know what we call that? We call that clean living. To get a knock on a check swing does not happen often. This guy obviously had some good karma coming his way.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Popped high in the air. Bellinger is there for it. He's got it 1 away. Striding in, Mike Trout. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Here comes the first pitch. A line shot to third base, but the runner is back to avoid the double play. Standing in, Justin Upton. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He's set. Here it comes. Here's a strike.
He's getting a lot of first pitch outs, and it's really easy to see why. He's been perfect. 100% of his first pitches have been for strikes to hitters so far in this one.
Runner goes for second. Strike called. Now the throw down.
No balls, 2 strikes.
It's high, but he comes down with it. And now is Yasiel Puig. His head-to-head line against Blake Wood. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2. 3-0 now.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
The 3-1 swung on and missed. A full count now. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. Another payoff pitch. Count still full, 3-2. He'll try it again, 3-2. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
So here's Matt Kemp now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. 1 out, nobody on. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 31.
Here's Jock Peterson now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. And a ball 1-0.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
Now the 3-0 offering is a sinker that catches the zone.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there as here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. And, Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And this one's in the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away as that'll be scored a wild pitch. 2-2 to the Dodgers catcher. Peterson at second with 2 down. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 1 left for L.A. They're still down. It's 2-0. Now batting, Justin Upton. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch on its way to Upton. Skied into very shallow right. Puig's got a read on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So striding in, Albert Pujols. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1.
Hey, it's really hard to pitch a gem. And what helps? This guy's first pitch strike percentage, how about 100%? Can't get any better than that.
Behind 0. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal. Hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
In now, Cole Calhoun, as Kershaw will get the upper hand here with strike 1. No hits to this point. Here's Kershaw's 0-2 offering. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning. Ready for another chance. Logan Ford.
Leading off for the Dodgers, second baseman, Logan Forsythe.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he takes ball 1. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. Now the 2-0. Down low, and the clock thickens here. 3-0.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially the leadoff guy.
And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Chris Taylor. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Popped him up. Valbuena has room in foul territory. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Here's Corey Seager. His head-to-head.
Corey Seager.
Jim Johnson enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8. First delivery to him on the way. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. 2 out, nobody on. curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he is into third with a 2-out triple. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty V, and this is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, D-Row. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game, but from an offensive standpoint, you never stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that board.
The 1-1 misses for the second ball. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Seager at third with 2 away. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Ross Stripling is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Coming to the plate now, Andrelton Simmons. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose. And he pulled up in time, but it's a cold strike 2. Oh, and 2, here it is. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. And now for the Angels, Zach Cozart. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First offering on its way. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a cold strike 2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. You won't see a guy fooled any more than he was there, as on 3 pitches he becomes out number 2. Digging in to try it again, Luis Valbuena. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. He's set and the pitch. Very weakly on the ground. The 0-1 pitch. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. So that'll bring.
Leading off for the Dodgers, first baseman number 35.
Blake Parker comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. 1-1 to the Dodgers first baseman.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Boy, in a perfect spot for the splitter there. It's 0-2. Parker, a right-hander standing 6'3". He was a 16th round selection during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Yasiel Puig goes down for out number 2 in the top of the 9th. Here comes the first pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike. And a breaking ball stays outside. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. The Dodgers down to their final strike. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. 45,050 on their feet now at Angel Stadium. A bouncer up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
Austin Barnes will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And he's back in standing. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. In the dirt, and now let's see. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away as that'll be scored a wild pitch. 2-0, here it is. Late that time for a strike. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Kemp stands at second with 2 gone. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
On to first, and that's your ball game.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
A 2-0 finish today. Los Angeles earned the victory despite only collecting 4 total hits. Shohei Ohtani earns the victory on the mound. Clayton Kershaw pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
Our paid attendance at the Big A this afternoon, 45,050. The Angels once again thank you for attending today's game and remind you to please drive home safely.
first pitch moments away in Cleveland. It's the Yankees and the Indians next. It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the New York Yankees and the Cleveland Indians. Here's Brett Gardner now, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off for the Yankees.
First pitch coming, here it is. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Lifetime against Corey Kluber. He's totaled 4 hits in 19 tries. He's taken him deep once. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And now a slider is swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is set down to open up the ball game. Next for New York, Aaron Judge.
Got his second, the right fielder, number 99.
Now here's the pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. 1 out, nobody on. Down and away, ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Chopped in front of home plate. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting third.
Stepping into the box, Giancarlo Stanton. First pitch of the at-bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner.
This is what makes him so dangerous as a pitcher. 5 weapons that he can go to, and he's working ahead in the count. This is a tough matchup.
Missed with a breaking ball.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Stepping in, Francisco Lindor. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch coming, here it is.
Francisco Lindor.
No balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So we'll see if they have something in the works here with the leadoff hitter aboard and a guy that can really handle the bat in the number 2 spot. In now for Cleveland, Jason Kipnis. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack. Without her starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Lindor on at first, nobody out. Off and running is Lindor. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
That's a swipe at the bag, and this catcher, he throws really well too, so that's not easy. Good job there by the base runner.
Line drive to center field. Hicks is there, and he has it for the first out. And with that, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the Indians. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, one man worth focusing on is Edwin Encarnacion, Edwin, as they call him. In his career against his opponent on the mound, he has a lifetime average of over 400. That's a lot of success, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him have some really good at-bats and make a difference in this one.
Edwin Encarnacion now. In past meetings with Tanaka, he has an even 10 hits in 22 tries. He also has 1 home run. First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
Here comes the 0-1. And a whiff at a good slider that time. Tanaka is a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power type of pitcher, so he needs to rely on being down in the strike zone. One of the keys, he tends to lose being aggressive when he falls behind, and he kind of nibbles around the strike zone. And what happens with that, Matty V, he becomes very predictable, and when you don't have overpowering stuff, you tend to be able to get hit hard.
Another 0-2 down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. The 0-2 once more, high and deep down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. The next 0-2. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. A little bouncer. Two out here and a runner at second. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Hot shot down the line, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Swing and a line drive, but this will be foul.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he struck him out as this epic battle goes to the pitcher in the side. Digging in now for the Yankees, Greg Bird. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. High fastball executed. I know he's known for the sinker ball, but if he can get some eye levels up and down, he's going to have some success.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first down. Digging in, Gary Sanchez, the American League's Silver Slugger behind the plate a year ago. Hit down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Lindor over to his left. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely. Here's Didi Gregorius. Lifetime against Corey Kluber. He's gone just 2 for 13. Too low, 1-0. Yankees shortstop behind in the count, 1-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
He froze him on the fastball there. Didi Gregorius is sent packing for route number 2 in the inning. From the stretch. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. Two-0 now.
If you're going to have any chance against a good pitcher, you got to find yourself in some great counts. And he's certainly worked himself into a nice 2-0 count right here.
Set and the 2-1 pitch. Way out in front. This one's down to third. Ramirez is there on to Kipnis at second, and the inning is over. So it's here's Michael Brantley. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. First pitch of the at-bat.
Michael Brantley.
This is pulled into right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first down.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Didi Gregorius. Not only has this guy been knighted, yes, they called him Sir Didi back in his homeland, Curacao. He's one of the best ball players coming down the pike, starting with Andrew Jones, Xander Bogaerts, and it's Didi Gregorius this time. Hits from the left side of the plate with power and the ability to go in the hole with one of the strongest arms in the game.
He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And he'll reach second now with one away. Well, that's why they call baseball a game of inches.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. He showed some serious hops, but not serious enough. He goes up high for it with the good leap, but he just can't bring it in, and that allows him to cruise into second with a good piece of hitting.
From the stretch. Bounce to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Coming to the plate now, Roberto Perez. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. From the belt, kicks and deals. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And this one is gone. A home run. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left, and with it, the Indians have taken a 2-0 lead.
Wow, there's a case of the ball up in the zone. Not the easiest pitch in the world to get underneath and drive it out of the ballpark. Good piece of hitting right there. Ball up in the zone. He didn't miss it. He destroyed it.
And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. So go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line to the right side. Judge is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Back from Progressive Field as we're set for the beginning of the third inning here on MLB Network.
Third baseman.
Leading off the inning, Brendan Drury, and they'll need him to get something going here. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And even 1-1 count to Brandon Drury. Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for the second strike. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Settling in now, Tyler Wade, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Late that time for a strike.
Hey, when I see a swing like that, this guy made up his mind before that pitcher even came set. He was pulling the trigger no matter what.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
When you find yourself in an 0-2 hole against one of the best hurlers in baseball, you're basically just hoping to make contact. He's so good at putting guys away, though.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2. Digging in for his second at-bat, Brett Gardner. He was a strikeout victim to open up the ball game. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
He's one pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops, ball 1. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 3 up, 3 down, 3.
Leading off for the Tribe, the shortstop, Francisco.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Lindor.
High in the air out to center field. Hicks is under it. 1 out. So 1 man gone for Cleveland here in the 3rd. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Judge racing back. Gone! Solo homer here for Jason Kipnis, and the Indians move in front now 3-0.
Well, he's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work, so it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see. He needs to turn it around quick if he wants to stay in this one for a while.
Into the box now, Jose Ramirez. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Smoke toward the hole, and that's through for a hit.
Hey, guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Edwin Encarnacion now, as he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. 0 for 1 here in the early going. No contact there from Encarnacion as the count runs to 0-2 on him. Ramirez leads off first with one away. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Roll, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there, not putting his head down, being over-aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him.
And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Leaping, and he makes a terrific catch as he bangs into the wall. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Yonder Alonso. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Grounded up the first baseline. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out. Digging in now, Lonnie Chisenhall, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. First offering on its way. Down the first baseline, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. Here's big Aaron Judge. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck outside last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Judge, who fittingly gets the nickname All Rise. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder. And they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Giancarlo Stanton now. As he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And that swung on and missed on a pitch down, 1-1. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. The 2-1 home. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. No offer from Stanton. It's ball 4, so he'll head down to first.
This is only their second base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Stanton, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sinker, 3-2 now.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Now the payoff pitch home, and he misses again. Ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball. At the plate, Gary Sanchez comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch, and misses badly on a pitch down in the dirt.
This is absolutely a huge spot right here. They have to find a way to get something out of this half inning. I don't care if it's 1 run or 2 runs. You have to find a way to at least give yourself a little shot of confidence that you can get back into this game.
1-2 to the Yankees catcher. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Missed with a slider. The 2-2 one more time. Popped him up. Perez has a play. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Into the box, Didi Gregorius. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 4-1. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Aaron Hicks would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And this one catches the inside corner for strike 1.
Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom of the zone. If he stays there all day, it's going to make for a long day for the offense, unless they're willing to bend their legs and get down and create some different launch angle. He's out there.
Aaron Hicks.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Now a ball hit. In the air, and this looks like it'll get him out of it. 1 run scores, and a second run is across. And the run will score all the way from first. It's now a 4-3 ball game, and he is out on the tag. Striding in for the Indians, deep in his first at bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Hit well on the ground to first, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lined hard to center field, and that's in there. Base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for him.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
Finally, a take. No, seriously, that's the first pitch they've taken the entire game.
Pulled toward right center field. Judge is under it. Makes the play, 1 away. So first and second with 1 man gone. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit. But a good job of staying with it as he throws his man out. Riding in once again, Jose Ramirez. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box. And he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get. And, boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. And Gardner there to make the catch. Inning over. Brandon Drury will bat next. And, Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
The 1-0 home. On the ground to the left side. Ramirez showing off his range. And a spin throw gets him at first. A fine play there for the first down. And that'll bring up Tyler Wade. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Missed with a breaking ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. Here's Brett Gardner now. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. Struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Wade, base runner at first with 1 out. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my man on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
The 1-0 home. Sent on the ground out to second. Kipnis has it. Throw on to Alonso takes care of him, and that ends the inning. Yanks leave 1. They're still down 5-3.
Leading off with a drive.
Digging in, Michael Brantley earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the fifth.
Hey, they've obviously locked in on something here. They know this pitcher likes to get ahead, and they've done nothing but be aggressive early in the count. There's another leadoff single to get him going.
50th pitch of the game on its way. He pulls this one into right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Boy, D-Row, he's not missing very many barrels so far in this one. That is back-to-back bullets and another base hit.
Yeah, no doubt about it. There was this banner that hung in the Texas Rangers clubhouse back in the day that said hit or get left behind. That's exactly what this offense is doing.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in, and he squares up on this one, deep to straightaway right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Skied into very shallow right. In comes Judge. And that's the first out of the inning. On to first, and it's dropped. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Ready now, Roberto Perez. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grounder down the line at third. The second for one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5. Giancarlo Stanton now. He'll start things out here against Corey Kluber.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Missed with a slider.
One strike.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
Good opposite field power here, taken high and deep to right. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor anymore.
The first baseman, number 33, Greg Bird.
Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change as that's going to be off for his starter this afternoon. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
3-0 to him now. The 3-0 pitch is looked at for the first strike.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. First offering on its way. And he just misses with a curveball. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. Too low count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
2-1 now. There's the 2-1 home. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul.
Good chance he's not seeing that pitch again. If he does, it's got to be bounced. But I'll tell you, from a pitcher's perspective, that's nothing but a long strike.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Gary Sanchez becomes the first out of the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Bird leads off first with one away. One pitch is a curveball just off the black. 2-1 now. Good movement bearing in. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Aaron Hicks is on deck. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. At the plate, Aaron Hicks. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. Breaking ball in for a strike. 4 runs, only 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Taken in by Kipnis. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. The Yankees. Chasen Shreve enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 45.
And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Great off-speed pitch right there. He was definitely sitting fastball, wanted to turn and burn. Everything went flying. This pitcher might be on the attack with that pitch all game long.
Judge moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Digging in the switch hitter, Francisco Lindor. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Swing and a ground ball to third. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
The second baseman, number 23.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis is working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Now at the plate, Brandon Drury. Third trip to the plate for him here.
Brandon Drury.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded, foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that misses. 1-1. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And he lays off. Ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. Here's Brett Gardner now.
The left-hander, number 11, Brett Gardner. Your attention, please.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Andrew Miller.
Here's the first pitch to him. Things out, looked at for ball 1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
2 balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man. 3-1 now to Brett Gardner.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Hit down the third baseline. Wade, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And a quick step off here, hoping to catch that runner leaning, but he's back easily. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Here's big Aaron Judge. He was a ground out victim last time up. Started that swing a bit too early. Behind 0-2 now. A runner on first with 2 away. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he for the Yankees. And the deficit holds at 5-4. Digging in and looking for more, Jose Ramirez will try and get something started in the home half of the 7th. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a liner. And this will get over his outstretched glove. A great effort there, but it's a base hit. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
A swing and a liner to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And a big RBI there as the run scores from second to make this a 2-run game now.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-1 game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Here's Yonder Alonso trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Cleveland. Giancarlo Stanton will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point.